Hello everyone. Good afternoon, UK. Good morning, good evening in other parts of the world. It's a very gloomy day today here in England, but it's still a good day. And I hope everyone is having a good time so far. Today is my day 10 of Live with Sin, and we're going to be talking about the magical ingredient. But before I go any further, to anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Cynthia Torres Pedro. I live in UK, London, United Kingdom. I am a nurse in profession and I am a digital business owner. The reason I had joined that is because as a nurse, I realized I don't have much time with my kids anymore. My time is eating everything. My job is actually eating all my spare time, which I should be spending with my kids. And now I am enjoying all the extra time I have with my family, especially with my demanding kids, because they're really active and they are very talented. So now I can supervise them and see all the milestones they are having in their life. And if you happen to be watching right now, you can jump on and put your thoughts on the comments box. I want to hear your thoughts. You can say hi. You can say any feedback. If I happen to catch up with you, I will greet you. And if you're watching on a replay, you can write replay and I get back to you once this live is finished. And I hope you're going to tune in with me again. And everyone who had been watching this sharing of gratitude practices with you, I hope you are experiencing the effect of gratefulness in your life. So far, I am sharing this gratitude book so anyone can be reminded of what we should be grateful for in our life. There are so many things we should be grateful for. I'm sure a lot of people had been forgetting to do that, and this is just a reminder. And for anyone, I'm sure you're enjoying this, and for everybody who doesn't know this, tune in and listen. So today, the topic is all about the magic ingredient. So by the word ingredient, I know that you have something in your mind, and ingredient, you're going to think of food. So yeah, this is all about how are we going to practice magic or the gratitude in our food. To start with, I am going to read a passage from, actually this is a saying by one of a journalist and businessman, W.J. Cameron. He said, "A thankful heart hath a continual feast." So if you're thankful, you have a continual feast in your life. Giving thanks for the food you eat is a tradition. So for some people, giving thanks for the food that we eat is a tradition. But for believers, giving thanks is actually a way of acknowledging God's blessings. The food that we eat is a blessing that's coming from God. And a lot of people, I'm sure, are practicing to acknowledge the food that we have in front of our table before the meal, or some people are actually just saying thank you for this food. For some people, this is a tradition that has been followed for thousands of years, dating back in ancient Egyptians. But with the fast pace of the 20th century, taking time to give thanks for a meal has more often than not been left behind. So because of the time that we have now, because of the 20th century, because we are busy with everything that we do, with our job. This is a fast-paced life that we're having at the moment. We're forgetting to acknowledge the food that we are eating. But it says in here, using the simple act of eating and drinking as an opportunity to be grateful will increase the magic in your life exponentially. So if we thank the Lord, or we thank the blessing, if we use the gratefulness for all these blessings, then we will see that the magic in our life will increase immensely. Did you notice that for a few hours that you're not eating, like for a half day or 6 hours that you haven't eaten, you are actually getting confused. Your mind is not focusing. You're not concentrating. Your body is getting weak, and you couldn't think of anything to do but to eat. And so if we eat, after we eat, we will find out that our body is going to be energized. And then we will start thinking properly again. We will start concentrating again. This only shows that food is actually really essential for us to live and survive. It is essential for us to feel good. And so there is a lot of things to be grateful for about food. And to feel even more great gratitude for food, we also have to think of the people behind all this food that we're receiving. Like, for example, take a moment and think about all the people who contributed to having food that you eat. Think of all the people, think of all the growers, the farmers who are growing food, who are growing plants. Think of them, that without them, we will not have any vegetables to eat. Think of all the pickers. Without them, we will not have fruits and other vegetables to eat. Think of all the fishermen. Without the fishermen, we will not have fish and dairy to eat. Think of all the farmers, those who are dairy farmers. We will not have milk to drink. So we have to think of this further. We have to be grateful for these people behind. And also, you know that food is a gift. It's a gift of nature. We have to be thankful. First of all, we have to be thankful and acknowledge that the Lord had created all of this for us. So without the nature, the Lord had created the sun, the plants, the soil, the water. All of these are contributing to the food that we eat, to the plants that we eat. Without the sun, the plants will not grow. Without the water and soil, the plants will not grow. Without water, sea creatures are not going to grow, so we will not have anything to eat. All of these are actually contributory factor for us to be grateful for. Where would we be without God's creation? We simply wouldn't be here. Your friends, your family will not be here. But because we are here now, we are living in this beautiful planet, because of nature's gifts of food and water. So we might as well be thankful and be grateful for what we are having. We should at least have the act of recognition and gratitude for the miracle of food, water, and everything around us and all the food that we receive. The incredible thing is that when you are grateful for food and water, it doesn't just affect your life. Your gratitude also impacts the food supply. If enough people felt gratitude for the food and water and for anything else that we receive, it would actually help the people who are starving and in great need. So how are we going to be grateful for the food that we eat? Simple. I know everybody's doing this. Most of the people are doing this. The first thing we need to do before we eat, we have a bite, is to acknowledge the food in front of us. So we have to say, thank you. Thank you, Lord, for the food in front of us. And then start practicing for every mouthful that we have, for every mouthful of food, and for every drink that we take, we have to savor the taste of each mouthful. We have to savor the flavor of every drink that we take. And you will find out that by doing this concentratedly, you will find out that the taste of the food and the flavor will actually explode. You will realize that you are really appreciating the food. It will taste really much better than when you don't do it, than when you're ignoring it. When you just take a mouthful and drink and don't think about it really concentratedly, then you will find out that the flavors and the taste of the food will dramatically weaken. So it's your energy of focus and gratitude that instantly enhances the flavor. Before you eat and drink anything today, remember We should say thank you wherever you are. It doesn't matter if you're not in front of a table for a proper meal, whether you're in the park, sitting there, biting a fruit, or drinking orange juice or any drink. Try to remember to say thank you first, and then start savoring, acknowledging, and be grateful for the food that you're eating. And you will find out that it will actually magically be different. So doing this will help us really feel gratitude, and we will find out that the magic ingredient is actually gratefulness. Being grateful, that's the magic ingredient that this book is talking about. So this is today is really very simple, and I know everybody's actually doing this, but it says in here, being grateful for the simple things in life, like food and water, is one of the deepest expressions of gratitude. And when you can feel the degree of gratitude, you will see the magic happen. I know this is a really simple chapter, but it actually hits the core of everyone, because some other people don't really think, they ignore saying thank you anymore in front of their food, or they don't acknowledge the food or all the blessings that they received anymore. So I hope that this will this brought you some value today. And remember that when you wake up, you have to count your blessings and then acknowledge the food that you eat, acknowledge everything. The key word in here is gratitude. Be grateful for everything that you receive. It doesn't matter if you are in a difficult situation, but you have to make gratitude as part of your life. Convert the negativity, as what I have said yesterday, convert negativity into positive things, and you will find out that your life will magically turn around. So that's it for today, folks. I hope you will tune in again with me tomorrow. Thank you for watching. And tomorrow is going to be about money magnet. So it's all about money tomorrow. So hopefully I had brought you some values and inspiration about being thankful today, about the food that we eat, for all the people who had been helping us materialize all the food that we have in front of us. Everyone in the supermarket, everybody, we should think about them and we should be grateful. I hope you're going to have a good day. It's still early, it's only midday here in UK, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Bye.